When you're 40 and above, you should be settled with a family. Unajua, I think these people have been lied to by Hollywood. This even brings me back to someone like Catherine Kamau and the guy that she's currently dating. If you look at the guy that she's dating, he's a very handsome dude, very good looking dude, no homo. He's very well off. He's got money. He can get any woman that he wants. He can get any girl that he wants. He can get a very, very young girl. Nowadays we don't call them virgin, but he can get a very, very young girl, msichana mwenye hana mtoto, because unajua we are living in the era where msichana yote mwenye ana mtoto is equated to a virgin. Back in the days, you know, purity, a woman's purity was associated with her being a virgin. Unfortunately nowadays, or fortunately nowadays, a woman's purity is associated with her not having kids. Una get? So yeah, so this guy that is dating Catherine Kamau, this guy could have gotten any girl that he wanted, any beautiful, young, decent girl that he wanted, and started a family with her. But he started dating a woman who was already married with a child from another relationship. Okay, I can't really fault her for getting pregnant when she was still in high school, adolescence and whatnot. So hiyo tuseme tu ni makosa ya mzazi, una get. So with her first child, wacha tuseme hapo hakuna nini, tusimwekelee makosa sana, but then again we still have to throw it in this argument. So this guy started dating a woman who was already in a relationship, and not just a relationship, who was already in a marriage. We call that adultery here. All right? Now, not only was this woman in a marriage, this woman had a child from a different man in this marriage that she was in. Okay? Now, any decent man would go like, that's a red flag, regardless of the circumstances. That's a red flag. God has already been gracious to you enough to give you a husband, even with you having a child from a different man. God has been gracious to you enough to give you a husband. And now you want to get out of this relationship and start a new one. And it doesn't end there. Oh, wait, there's more. This married woman not only has a child from a different man, she also has another child for this man that she's currently married to. All right? Now, this is psychopathic behavior, if you ask me. In this case, I wouldn't lean so much on pointing fingers at Catherine Kamau. I'd lean more towards analyzing the character and the type of person that this man she's dating is. This is a psychopath, ladies and gentlemen. This is a man capable of killing another human being. And I stand to be corrected. All right? So, not only is this married woman with a child from a different man, she also has another child for the man that she's currently married to. And you go like, with your good looks and with your money, you go like, oh shit, you know, let me not go for any childless, young, beautiful damsel to build a future with her. No, let me go for this old, and I say old with all due respect, Miss Catherine Kamau, this old woman in a relationship with 2 kids. Sorry, this old woman in a marriage with 2 kids, from different fathers. This is the one I want. This is the one that I want to date. This is the one that I want to start a new life with. You know? And this man, mark you, you know, it's very different if they like had an affair and she never got divorced. We can just leave it at adultery. All right? Now, with things like those, Jesus can save. Okay? With things like those, Jesus can save. All right? But not only are you committing adultery with this woman, you let her go through the whole process of divorcing this man who took her in with a child from a different man, build an empire with her, got a baby from her. You let this woman get divorced to this man. To do what exactly? Months down the line, is it a few years down the line, you haven't married this woman yet? And clearly you're not going to marry this woman. And even if you marry this woman, it's going to end in a divorce. I fail to understand, which leads me to that conclusion that we are dealing with a psychopath here, ladies and gentlemen. We are dealing with a psychopath. This is the psychopathic behavior. Now let's get back to Lilian Ng'ang'a. Women like Lilian Ng'ang'a and the likes of Betty Kyalo and Catherine Kamau need to come together. 3 is the number of God. They need to go to a mountain and fast, dry fasting for 40 days and 40 nights without food and without water. Because some things only God can forgive. Have you heard that song from Keisha called Praying? I hope you're somewhere praying. I'm working on the nini. Leo kunanyesha, so I'm a little bit down on the weather. That's why my vocals are not like that's why my vocals are not are not there yet. It's because I've woken a little bit under the weather cause of the weather. But you get women like Lilian Ng'ang'a and the likes of Betty Kyalo and Catherine Kamau need to come together, go to the mountain, fast for 40 days and 40 nights, dry fasting, no food, no water. Because they need Jesus, they need deliverance, they need help. They need help. You get? Because there's just no way you can fumble a good thing that is going on in your life. For Lilian Ng'ang'a, I can understand her leaving her husband for a much younger, much more fertile ghetto youth who could inseminate her and get a baby out of her. I can understand, you know, because of course she's at that age where she clearly did need a baby, and maybe the governor was shooting blanks, right? But then again, why would you fumble this relationship? Speaking of this relationship, Juliani na anakuwaga na nyota ya Mlima Babes bana, sio Brenda Wairimu, sio Lilian Ng'ang'a. How the deluded are fallen.